To be Caribbean crew, Caribbean Current crew. Jason Skywalker here again. People, what I'm saying? People dead, dead, oh God. People, Saturday night, madness versus the best verses ever. Period. I think before these verses, there might have been 200,000-300,000 people. This verses shatter all of that. So just in case you don't know what I'm talking about, Timberland and Swiss Beats have been putting together these versus events where they pit producers with artists to get against each other, play their music against each other, and see who can stand up with the competition, shall we say? Well, Saturday night, Saturday night, they came to Jamaica. Saturday, and I literally mean they came to Jamaica. Went to a studio in Jamaica and had two of Jamaica's biggest clash dancehall legends go against each other to war on a real level. Now remember, in dancehall, clash is an integral part of dancehall. Clash is an integral part of what makes an artist. And these two artists, Clash has definitely skyrocketed their careers. And we are talking about Bounty Killa and Beenie Man. Of course, Bounty Killa, the warlord, the poor people's governor. The girls, them Rodney Price. And of course, Beenie Man, the girls, them Sugar the Doctor. And a little history, of course, Bounty has always been known as the man who articulates what the poor people them feel and what them need and what them deal with in life. And on the other side, Beenie Man is that performer, the entertainer, the girls, them Sugar, as they say. And of course, he's a Grammy-winning Beenie Man. And there is Bounty Killa, who's one of the few dancehall artists that have actually performed at the Super Bowl. And all that. Either way, legends. And these legends were pitted against each other in verses. And some of the most amazing things occurred. Look into my eyes, tell me what you see. Can you feel my pain? Give us a little way. Things are really bad. Let me just take off the point. Record-shattering viewership. On the actual IG page, it got up to 500,000 people. And topped out, I'm going to say big up Diaka Morrison to let me know these figures, at 3.7 million people when you include the rebroadcast by people like Rihanna and all these other big name people and so on. So it was the biggest thing. And, a whole heap of very famous people were watching, including Prime Minister of the country. That being said, let's talk about the actual clash, which was amazing. Gotta say big respect to the DJs, Richie D, big time South Florida DJ, Kurt Riley, the Party Animal, used to be in Changes, also Run Techniques label, big selector. So Richie D was doing it for Bounty Killa, Kurt Riley was doing it for Beenie Man. But before the artist came, we got a nice sampling, a good amount of time of early warm and juggling, they're playing the music the right way so that people could actually see how the culture work. And then they started off right. Any event, clash or juggling event or bashment or fete with an international component like this was, Jamaica national anthem was played. Excellent. Well done. All right, let's start off. The artists then came off. The first were dressed to impress, but it was kind of hot, so Beenie Man already got rid of his jacket. And then there was this whole other side show about Beenie Man belly, but that's another story. Either way.
Some can't say this. This girl walking on my life with a crazy emotion love that she found. I know she freaky, but no girl can take me stride. No way. Other folly girls been around, never once go on down. So I keep on standing up. I see it from everybody. Can I hear some guns?
And for those that didn't watch, and even for those that did watch, I want to go through round for round so we can look at who won and who did well and who didn't do well. Right off the bat, Bobby Digital, who is a legendary producer out of the dancehall era, passed away last Friday. And right off the bat, Beenie Man did his thing and chose a song produced by Bobby Digital as his first song. Well done, great selection. Matey, which normally wouldn't be played in a clash or in any competition, because it's a girls' tune. Girls' tune don't normally get played in clashes. But considering we're talking about the passing of a legend with that, and that belonged to a legend, perfect song. Bounty Killa came in with his first hip-hop collaboration, Special Ed, who's also Jamaican, not a hip-hop artist. But it kind of fell flat. So with the fact that the Beenie Man tune was produced by Bobby Digital and the Bounty Killa, the timing just wasn't right. That first round went to Beenie. Then Beenie came back with Memories, which is part of the clashing arsenal historically between Bounty Killa and Beenie Man, which was a great draw. And Bounty Killa, of course, responded with Suspense, which is another big tune of the era. As a matter of fact, it is a counteraction to Memories, and it counteracted the song line for line. So easily, Bounty Killa's wrong. Bounty won that wrong. And then so recognizing that, I'm doing better with the girls' tune, Beenie Man went straight back into the girls' tune and he went into slam. You made the girl do me the wicked slam, right? Big tune. But Bounty kind of surprised everybody who came back with the baritone, leaving Bounty Killa. Living dangerously. Hell is On had the same kind of impact. Tie. Easily tie. Then Beenie Man came with his international hit, helped him get a Grammy, Dancehall Queen. When he played, I was thinking to myself, yo, Killa, what are you going to do? Well, Bounty Killa came with Summer Breeze, which was pretty weak. So the Beenie Man, Chevelle Franklin song, that won the round, hands down, Dancehall Queen. Then now, seeing that he was getting like a momentum going, Beenie Man, I guess started to, feel like he was really there, and him draw for the Little Kim, Beenie Man, fresh from yard. Decent tune, a little vibe. But the Killa draw strong, came with his Jeru the Damager, suicide or murder, it is Bounty Killa. That was over. That was a complete Bounty win line. There was, production-wise, sound-wise, sounds better. It's a killing song, so Destruction, Fresh From Yard is not a killing song. So, boom. But Beenie decided to stay in a collaboration and came with I'm Serious, with a song which he did with T.I. And Bounty as a collaboration. Guns Up never run, but the production just didn't hold. So Beenie actually won that one, held that down. And, enjoying how the collaboration is going, Beenie came with another collaboration with him and Gorilla Black. Nice. Compton. Fortunately, Bounty probably played the best collaboration, hip-hop collaboration that night when he played the Bounty Killa Fugees hip-hop raw. Michael Jackson gave you Thriller, all the massive call. Refugees and Bounty Killa Mac. Beenie Man didn't have a chance. Tikio. Alright, so Beenie Man flipped it back again and went back to the girls. Romy. And Romy is a big song. And then Big Fat Sister Naomi. Big song. I don't know if Beenie forgot, but Bounty have the counteraction to it. Whatless Boy, which he dropped immediately. Boom. Have a counteraction, you win. Alright, so Beenie Man went, but Beenie Man stayed in that lane, because at the end of the day, the doctor, that the girls' lane is his lane, and he dropped Old Dog, Like Way. Great tune. Killa came back with a strong presentation with Stucky. We tell the girl them, we not play Stucky. Tie, hands on tie. He hell is on. Alright, so we'll go to round 10. And then big tune, Maya Beenie Man, Girls Them Sugar, remix, Grammy tune, period. Great collaboration. Bounty Killa tried to answer with the Cocoa Brothers and Nona Hendrix. It's a party. Nah, Beenie won that round there, hands down. And then now, Beenie Man came again with another collab with Wyclef Jean. Love Me Now. And I was like, yo, strong. Love Me Now with Wyclef. Strong presentation, strong selection. But Bounty Killa came back, didn't really have it. And it was a Swiss Beats, which, the promoted event, Guilty by Swiss Beats. Nah, I can't handle that one. Beenie Man won that one. And this is where, the clash got interesting, because it really gave an authentic flair to it, because the police, otherwise known as Babylon, came to lock it down. Because the permit wasn't applied for. I gotta say big respect to our player for giving me that information. The permit wasn't applied for the event. Now, I understand why they didn't bother to apply for it. It was an inside door event. But something tells me that there was a bag of people outside making a whip of noise. So all of a sudden, it became a neighborhood nuisance, which means you need to have a permit. And the police officer came on. But, this thing, which had the whole world watching it, included people like the Prime Minister. I'm quite sure there were some quick phone calls made, because within 5 minutes, the police situation was taken care of. Interestingly, after this though, this was Bounty Killa just changed the switch, became serious. Now Beenie played a strong song, Murderation, which is a remix of the original Barrington Levy songs, Murderer. But it is a remix. Bounty Killa played the original, Look Into My Eyes, Tell Me What You See, Can You Feel My Pain? You're really not touching Look. Look is one of the most unique, amazing, poetic, lyrical dancehall songs ever made. Bounty won that round, no question. Then they dropped the Showtime. And they went into an amazing medley where each one was going for about a little less than a minute each, back to back. Boom, 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 boom. Tie. Get him the tie. Hands down. But then Bounty Killa just got serious and reminded everybody he's a poor people governor. And he dropped Poor People Fed Up. And I don't know what Beenie Man was thinking because he came back with world dance, and in a competition context, a dance song is not going to have the value and power of a poor people's anthem. Guess what? So Bounty Killa won that round. Then now, Bounty, I'm not sure what he was trying to do, but he came with a gal tune named Gal, which is a hit tune. But, you know, after you think you would say the poor people rose since he dominates that area. But he won Chess Beenie. Fortunately for him, Beenie only draw for modeling, which was not as big as Gal, so that just kind of washed out, tied. Then Bounty stayed in the Gal lane, and then he did Benz and Bimmer. And I'm sorry, Beenie Man came with a knockout. Dave Kelly produced, dude, done. You know, won. That was Beenie Man's round. And then Killa looked like he was getting serious again, going for Dave Kelly production again. Another level. Bounty Killa giving you originality. Yo. Beenie Man decided to respond with a gal tune. One fair, enough gal and gal in a bungle. Nah, another level. That was a Bounty Killa round. Now Bounty then played the next two, Cry for Die for. Beenie didn't respond. I don't know if you want to call that a win for Bounty Killa, but he didn't respond. Then Bounty Killa dropped a dub plate calling on Beenie Man name. Creativity. Period. Beenie didn't have anything, so that was Bounty Killa round. But Beenie Man then dropped his Beenie Bujo herb tune. Big tune, because he started with a Bujo band and lyrics. Can I carry up on the plane? Can I carry up on the train? Give me the sense of me. Big tune. But, nah. Bounty Killa has as his own anthem. That's his anthem. Smoke your herbs, give thanks and praise. Like, yeah. So, you know, I mean, yeah. Bounty won that one. And then, Bounty Killa, Beenie Man then came in with big tune. Hot tune. I'm drinking rum and red. Yo, over his round. Yeah, I know Bounty Killa came with something after, but it didn't really matter. that was Beenie Man round. And then now, Beenie Man played the song where, you know, he calls himself the king of the dancehall. You know, from a trash perspective, it's like, yeah. But Bounty Killa came in with a funeral dub plate, which was specific to the situation.
Sang baby dang bang baby dang bang baby sang baby dang bang bang baby sang baby turn on the rhythm. Okay, simmer.
Bounty won that round, hands down. Then now they went on a rhythm, and the two of them went on a medley. Wicked medley again, tie. Then they hit the sling thing rhythm, and they both freestyled, tie. Then they went on a medley again on the same sling thing, tie. Yo, wicked. So counting down though, Beenie Man had 9 victories, Bounty had 10 rounds, and then they had 6 ties. He was that close. And you know who won? Jamaica won. Dancehall won. The culture won. And yeah, from a clash perspective, Bounty Killa won. Oh yeah, Digicel won too, because Bounty Killa totally destroyed Flow, which is their competitor, and bigged up Digicel at the same time. As a matter of fact, Bounty Killa said, Digicel a femicel. Digicel immediately changed their
Digicel, a femicel. Flow now do nothing for me.
Them not do nothing for it.
No, they used to. They stopped.
So Digicel
A femicel.
them never
right
sell.
Now. No.
Yeah.
Digital, them no sell.
Digital?
They only gave me a sell.
Them never sell.
They only
Them
gave
never
me a
lock
sell.
you.
They never
In
sell
sell.
out.
Them give us
All
telephone. So we can make a telephone call and everybody know we thank very much.
Big up to me boss.
That's powerful. That shows a powerful dancer. You know, we're gonna have another talk about this coming up another day, where we talk about the actual effect of dancehall and opportunities and so on. But seriously, I have to big up Swiss Beats, I have to big up Timberland, Beenie and Bounty, and I have to big up all of Jamaica, all of dancehall loving crowd, Caribbean crowd, because you all supported and you made this the biggest versus ever, bigger than the big names them and other legends that have done this before. So I'll be honest with you, Caribbean Current, we enjoyed this. Oh, real quick, there's a passa at the end of this. And when I say passa, I guess that's the Caribbean way of saying drama around this. Where apparently right before the event, Major Hype and Tony Matahan was caught up in a conversation where sound like they must say Beenie Man and Bounty Killa sell out because they work with Timberland and Swiss Beats, because they're Yankee instead of working with Major Hype, who is, I guess, more focused on the Caribbean community. But listen, the conversation don't make no sense, because Swiss Beats, Timberland have been supporting Caribbean culture for years. I've personally seen both of them do that. I've even seen Swiss Beats doing this from he was 18 years old, and he's a big man now. And not only that, both these artists, as you could hear with the music, have worked with the producers already. So it don't make no sense. And the platform that this gives our culture and then our culture gives them, it's a perfect partnership. So can I throw that aside and recognize this was a great night. And I want to say big respect to everybody out there who supported. Hey, this was the Caribbean Current review of the Bounty Killa Beenie Man Clash and the Versus, one of the great events this year. Love it. I want to big up everybody who support the show. I want to big up everybody who support reggae music, dancehall, Caribbean culture. I want to big up everybody who bigs up Caribbean Current and 2B Caribbean. So Jason Skywalker with 2B Caribbean. Yo! Every time. Wicked. And of course it ended right with One Love by Bob Marley. And then they followed it with Burning Spear. To big up the big man them. Yeah, straight up. Wicked versus. So Jason Skywalker. Until next time, we keep the Caribbean current. Yeah.